What would you do if death itself had your number? Welcome to Unholy Tales, where your darkest nightmares come to life. Today's story explores what happens when 5 friends discover they're being hunted by something, or someone, that won't stop until they're all dead. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. The text message came at 3:47 a.m. Marcus is dead. Sarah stared at her phone, her hands trembling as she read Jenna's message again. This couldn't be real. She'd just seen Marcus yesterday at their weekly game night. He'd been laughing, alive, throwing popcorn at David while they argued about whether his Monopoly strategy was legitimate. What happened? She typed back, her fingers slipping on the screen. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Police found him in his apartment. They're saying it looks like a break-in gone wrong. Sarah, there was so much blood. Sarah's chest tightened. Marcus lived, had lived, in one of the safest apartment complexes in the city. The kind with security cameras everywhere and key card access. The kind where break-ins just didn't happen. I'm coming over, she wrote to Jenna. She couldn't bear to be alone right now. No! Jenna's response was immediate. Stay where you are. David and Rachel are already here. Something's wrong, really wrong. Marcus's phone, it has messages from someone who was watching him, watching all of us. Sarah's blood ran cold as another message appeared. The messages started 3 days ago. Descriptions of what we were doing, what we were wearing, where we were going. And then there were the photos. Sarah's phone buzzed again. This time it wasn't Jenna. Unknown number. Sarah Mitchell. Red sweater. 3rd floor apartment. Lights still on past midnight. Don't you know it's dangerous to stay up so late? She dropped the phone like it had burned her. It clattered to the hardwood floor, screen flickering with another incoming message. Sarah backed away, her heart hammering against her ribs. The curtains were open. Someone could see in. Someone was watching right now. She lunged for the windows, yanking the curtains closed. Her hands were shaking so badly she could barely grip the fabric. The phone buzzed again from where it lay on the floor. Closing the curtains won't help. I'm already inside. The lights went out. Sarah's scream caught in her throat. The darkness was absolute, pressing against her eyes like a physical weight. She fumbled for her phone, fingers searching blindly across the floor. Where was it? Where? The screen lit up again, casting a sickly blue glow across the room. Another message. Marcus tried to run too. She snatched up the phone and ran for the door. She had to get out, had to get to Jenna's, had to... The hallway was dark. All the emergency exit signs were dead. Sarah's footsteps echoed as she sprinted toward the stairwell, her phone's weak light barely illuminating the way. Behind her, a door creaked open. She didn't look back. Her phone buzzed in her hand. Jenna. Sarah, don't trust any messages from us. Someone has Marcus's phone. They're pretending to be me. Get out, now. Sarah burst into the stairwell, taking the steps 2 at a time. Her feet slipped on something wet. She caught herself on the railing, heart threatening to explode out of her chest. She didn't want to look down, didn't want to see what had made the steps slick. Her phone light revealed a dark trail leading up the stairs. Another buzz. Rachel didn't make it to Jenna's. Sarah choked back a sob. Rachel. Sweet, fierce Rachel, who'd been her best friend since college, who'd helped her through her divorce, who'd shown up at her door with ice cream and wine when she'd lost her job last year. The door above her opened with a metallic groan. Sarah froze. Footsteps descended, slow and deliberate. The wet sounds they made turned her stomach. Her phone screen lit up the stairwell. Your friends died screaming. Will you? She turned and ran back up toward the footsteps. It was crazy, but it was her only choice. The killer was between her and the exit. Maybe she could get past them, get to another floor, find help. The footsteps stopped. Sarah's phone buzzed one final time. Got you. Detective Elena Martinez stared at the crime scene photos spread across her desk. 5 victims, all friends, all killed within 48 hours. The media was calling it the social circle slayings. What do we know? She asked her partner, not looking up from the photos. Detective James Chen sighed, flipping through his notes. Marcus Williams, 27, found in his apartment. Rachel Torres, 26, found in the stairwell of Sarah Mitchell's building. Sarah Mitchell, 28, found 3 floors up from Rachel. David Chen, no relation, 29, found in his car outside Jenna Martinez's house, and Jenna Martinez, also no relation to you, 27, found in her living room. Connection? Besides being friends, all their phones were missing, and all the building's security systems were disabled just before the murders. Whoever did this knew what they were doing. Eleanor picked up Sarah Mitchell's autopsy report. The messages stopped after the last murder. Complete silence until this morning. She looked up sharply. What? James handed her his phone. On the screen was a simple text. 5 friends dead. 1 detective too curious. Would you like to play a game, Elena? That was The Last to Fall. If you enjoyed this tale of terror, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us what you would do if you received a message from an unknown number. Join us next week for another spine-chilling story on Unholy Tales. Until then, sweet dreams.